Hello YouTube. I got off of work early today. I do CT scans at a hospital in the area, and two of our three machines were down. One of them, the tube is out. The other one, chip for the collimator or something like that, was out. So with two machines down and all these extra people sitting around to run them, I got to go home early. So I've been up here at the shop and I've been a busy bee today. Gratuitous Buick shot. Washing machine for decoration. As you can see, we've made some room in here. First off, you'll notice there's something missing over there. We'll get to that in a minute. I've swept, moved some stuff around, threw some stuff away, shoved things in corners. I've got it about as straight as you can get it in here for a building that is shared by two hoarders. So it's looking pretty good today considering how it usually looks. I got my front clip moved over here in the corner. Got it where I can get to my air hose steel, the welders here. That drill press and welding table and vise, they need to go because none of them work. Got the engine hoist right where I can get to it. That's some of my stepdad's junk. That needs to go. Uncle Studebaker's still hanging out here. M. John Deere needs the steering box tightened up in it. It's got a lot of play in the steering. The old glass bowl filter is leaking. He's put a new gasket in it, still leaks. We need to figure something out with that. Welder's hanging out, getting stuff piled on it. Same with the unibody. It's sitting here collecting junk. Just kind of made some space in here, put the seat in it to get it out of the way. Actually organized my toolbox where I could shut it and got all the tools in there. We got floor space, it's clean in here. I got to piddle with the Buick a few days ago and I went ahead and changed the oil and filter in it. I just put the cheap Napa brand 1030 in it, but I run the Lucas ZDDP additive, the zinc, because the engine has flat tappet cam in it. I always run Wix filters or the Napa Gold, which is it's a Wix filter, it's the same thing. But I've got that done. One thing I noticed after getting back from driving it a few minutes ago is I've got a little bit of a antifreeze leak right here along this top seam of the radiator. That's new. So I'm going to attempt to put a little of the old copper stop leak in it, you know, this little powder stuff in the plastic tube, to get me by until I can pull the radiator and have it fixed right. I'm not worried about stopping the heater core up because it is not connected, as you'll see. It leaks anyway. May upgrade to an aluminum radiator if he's not able to fix it this time around. I'd rather not run an aluminum radiator just because I've heard that they actually don't run as cool as the original copper, and I'm going to have to modify stuff to make it fit because they're hardly ever a direct bolt in. But that's not too big of a deal. I can still drive it. As you can see, I got a nice little stream where gas runs down the carburetor. I talked about getting the carburetor rebuilt in it. I finally did make a purchase here, and I have me a nice brand new rebuild kit for the carburetor. It says it has ethanol resistant parts made in the US of A. So I'm guessing that means the accelerator pump is made out of something different than I think the old original ones are leather sometimes, and ethanol gas can dry that out, make it shrink, causes leaks, makes it stumble a little bit on acceleration. So, and it just needs a rebuild because, you know, if it's leaking gas, it probably needs to be rebuilt. But I'm still mulling over in my head whether I want to attempt to do it myself or just pay somebody to do it and not have to worry about that headache. But another day. We mentioned the empty spot in the floor a minute ago. That's why I finally demoted the parts truck to outside junk. I've pretty much scavenged everything I want off of it or sold what I can off of it. I'll leave it sitting here for a little bit in case there's any more little pieces I need to scavenge off of the dash or inside. I've got a buddy in Arizona with the 64 that I actually promised all the knobs to. I've just got to figure out how to get them off without breaking them. We'll get to that at some point. And the guy messaged me on Facebook and wanted me to cut this little area out in here because his is rotten. Mine may be too when I get all this undercoating off. But I need to get a Sawzall and cut all that out. Ship them to New York. And I've got a guy coming down from Illinois that's buying the front and rear axles. So I've already got the front out. The rear, I'll probably just jack it up and torch off the U-bolts and yank it on out of there. And then it'll be good to go. So that's $300 more for parts for other things from that. If you see anything on this cab you need from one of these trucks, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. I can get it for you. It's got a decent glove box door in it. Little odds and ends here and there. But anyway, that's out of the way now. I've got much needed room in the shop because coming up is fall and early winter. And that is about the best time of year to get anything done in the shop around here. Summer, it is just too hot. It can get over 100 in the shop with like 1,000% humidity. And then when you get in late winter, like January, February, it gets so cold that you can't do anything either. And then you hit your knuckles and it hurts. You know how it goes. Everything hurts worse when your hands are cold. But so just trying to get some space made for some fall, winter projects in here. One thing I want to get done, if I don't do it soon, is go ahead and get the rear lat belts put in the Buick. I've got them. I've just got to get under it, drill the holes in the floor and bolt them in. I'd like to pull the front airbags out and do some measuring and tweaking, and I think there's some stuff I can cut to make the front actually set a little bit lower on the car. I know it looks hammered right now, but I think it'll actually go another inch lower. And if you're into the airbag low riding crowd, you know that every inch, half inch counts on how low you can go until something hits the ground. Might try to get valve seals in the Y block and work on getting it moved over into that frame. But I really don't need to do that until I've got that body ready, because I need to get, you know, same old story, floor pans, steps, all of that. I cut all these spare parts off of the other truck, but that's messed up. And I'm just having a really hard time getting all these spot welds drilled out. And it's getting to the point that it's not worth my time to mess with it. So I'm thinking that I may just save up and dump the money on replacement patch panels so that I can just start fresh and do that. I need to get rid of that hood. It's not the best, but if somebody's building a rat rod patina truck, it's good enough for that. Got this panel right here that goes between the grill and the hood from one of these trucks. I need to sell it. I won't be using it. I've got one. Need to take the leaf springs apart, take a few out so I can drop the truck in about an inch or two. There's the front axle that's going to Illinois. I've got it all out and ready to go. I kind of had to bring a bunch of stuff from our house when we moved, and that took up a lot of space. Old pedal tractor project here. That was mine when I was a kid. I need to get that going so me and my son can pedal with that. And my daughter. I have twin 5-year-olds, boy and a girl. It's always fun. They're a blast. They're a hoot. I'm trying to think what else I got going on in here. Once I can get everything situated, I want to actually move the truck back out toward the middle of the floor a little bit so that I can work on the passenger side and get me one of these braces welded in over there, start cutting out everything on that side, and start cleaning the other side like I did this side to get all the old haze off of the paint. Because you can see the difference in the doors there. I cleaned the driver's side. The passenger side still has all the moss, and this side was actually facing north for like 15 years. So that's why it has all that junk growing on it. I've thrown around the idea. I know it's stupid, it's redneck, but I'm from Kentucky, so I can own it. This is a 7-pointer I shot last winter. We've already ate most of him, but I thought about putting 2 studs in here and some epoxy to hold them in place and just sticking them on the hood. I don't know, that's kind of stupid. I probably won't do that now that I said it out loud. But anyway, thanks for watching me wander around the shop, jibber jabber, and talk about plans of things I may do and might not do, and look at my cool old cars. And thanks for watching my videos. And until next time, we'll see y'all later. Have a good one.